If you haven't gotten what you want, then you're not worthy of it, period. And that's okay. Now you can admit that you suck and improve. Better to know you're bad for a season than pretend you're good for a lifetime. You're not making as much money as you want because you're not as good as you think you are. You're not struggling from imposter syndrome. You're a student and pretending to be a teacher. No students say they feel like frauds for trying to learn. You're a fraud when you get up to teach the class and you've never done it.
I think it's just giving yourself permission to suck. It's giving yourself permission to be unhappy. It's giving yourself permission to not achieve while you do for a long period of time. It's giving yourself permission to lose friends. It's giving yourself permission to do things that's different than people in your social circle or your age group are doing. It's giving you permission, giving yourself permission to be an exception so that you can become exceptional. And a lot of that, the whole positive poly mantra of like I saw a post a girl made and she was like, "You are worthy." And that's what made that tweet. All my tweets are just responses to shit I see. And so this girl was like, I say this to myself in the morning, like, "You are worthy, you are amazing, you are a goddess." And I was like, "You're not a goddess because you don't control me. And you don't have the things that you want. You keep thinking that you saying that you're worthy is going to somehow make it true. But like the way that you know you're worthy is that you have it. That's it. Like that is the litmus test. Are you worthy of $1 billion? Well, are you a billionaire? No, then you're not worthy. And so just like, I think we have these things, it's just like you're unbalanced. It's like, you're not worthy. There's these things that we're programmed to say, oh, that's bad. You have to tell everyone they're worthy. Everyone's beautiful. No, if everyone were beautiful, then no one's beautiful. And yet again, we're back at square one. And so it's I guess, drinking the tonic. It's going through the shit, which is honestly the boring stuff that no one wants to do for an extended period of time. And accepting that you suck and that it is okay, because the first step is accepting that you suck so that you can do the second step, which is doing something about it.
What about you're not making as much money as you want because you're not as good as you think you are?
I'm obviously in the business space, and that follows up with the other one with the imposter syndrome. Right? People are like, "Man, how do you not suffer from imposter syndrome?" I was like, "Because I've done what I said I've done." And the people who get up on stage and try and teach a class on shit they haven't done, it's like that. Like, you feel like an imposter when you're an imposter. Like, don't try and kill that voice. Listen to that voice and get the evidence to make that voice shut the fuck up. Like, if I get on stage and I say I can bench 315, is there do I feel like an imposter when I say that? No, I stay fact.
But and presumably, so, if you're pioneering and breaking new ground, you just put the biggest investment that you ever did into this new thing.
Yeah.
That is a new level that you get to.
Yeah.
And that's one that's to do with finance, but there could be another one that's to do with capacity or competence.
Sure.
You could be sitting down in a room doing a deal which is time-bound in a way that it's never been before, or is in an industry only tangential to one that you've been in before.
Yeah.
Each time that you do something new, by definition, you're an imposter because you haven't done it before. Now, if you're teaching, that's different. But if you're growing sufficiently quickly, most of the time it's fresh snow.
So this is a topic I love. But I think the difference between doing something new and being an imposter is one is pretending to be something that they're not. So like, I made the biggest investment in school. I'm making a bet that I think communities are going to be huge. And I think that there's a ton of people who want to teach skills they have in communities, et cetera, and school.com can help. But like, it would only be an imposter if I said, this is like, I guarantee it, no matter what, this is going to be the biggest thing ever. And one of the big things that I repeat, and from the marketing front, I say it all the time, I say, state the facts and tell the truth. Like, the best marketing in the entire world is truth. Now, if the truth isn't compelling, it doesn't mean you lie. It means you change the world to make the facts compelling. As in, if I say, man, I want to be like, you see this one all the time. 18-year-olds who are like, I want to be a motivational speaker, right? You say, okay, well, what are your facts? You've done nothing. Great. So they then lie so that they can try and claim success that they don't deserve, so they can get authority that they can't back up, and eventually are called out and are flattened. To be fair, they only impress people who don't know anything anyways. So if they're honest about it, they look at their fact sheet and say, what would a motivational speaker have to have in order for them to have authority? And then that becomes your action list of what you need to do. And then once those facts are the truth, then you can state the facts and tell the truth. And then people will be like, wow, that's so motivational. But all you did was tell the truth. And so like, that is why I've so wholeheartedly rejected one, like, you are worthy. You're not worthy. If you had it, then you wouldn't even need to say you were worthy because you'd already fucking have it. And if you were like, I struggle with imposter syndrome. Why? You only struggle with imposter syndrome because you're fucking lying. Like, that's why you feel like an imposter. And now they're like, well, I didn't. The thing is you can fudge the truth. Like you can not lie is very different than telling the truth. Like I can make something seem a certain way without deliberately breaking the law, but I'll know. And that's why you feel like an imposter, because you fucking know. And there's the guy in the other room who's clearing his throat, be like, that's not fucking true. And then that discord. But if you just say what you have done, or you say what you are doing, I'm making this big investment. It's a big bet for me. The reason I'm making this bet is because I see this trend and I think it's a good idea. I could be fucking wrong, but I'm not going to feel like an imposter because of it, because that's the truth.